गुड मॉर्निंग पीपल, वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट द रीजन के जो हम डेली 5 क्वेश्चन आर डिस्कस करते हैं. लेट डिस्कस द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ टुडे. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर द रीजन फॉर द डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन ऑफ द मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट फ्रॉम द इंडियन पार्लियामेंट्री सिस्टम. इट मीन दैट द हाउ वी कैन डिस्क्वालिफाई द मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, even not on the member of parliament but also the member of legislative assembly, because the center has the replication of the at the state level. It means that the central polity is just replication of the state level polity in our country, and in the at the center the whole working is as done by the part 5 of the constitution, and whole working at the state level is done by the part 6 of the constitution, in which the executive legislature power of the state is given. Even the schedule 7 which distinguish between the state and the central subject are given in the article 246. Anyway, and if we are talking about the member of parliament disqualification, you have to remember the 52nd constitution amendment of 1985, in which the Rajiv Gandhi government tried to curb the disqualification or the instability in the government, right? Number in the second thing, 105 article of the Indian constitution also talk about the disqualification. Okay, disqualification at the 105 is because the privileges that they are entitled to. Okay, what is the condition of the disqualification of the member of parliament? So number first is here is given is the holding an office of profit. Okay, number second, undischarged insolvent. It means that if the person is undischarged solvent, then it can be disqualified from the member of parliament and sitting in the member of parliament in the parliament. Holding an office of profit. Number second, undischarged insolvent. Number third, defection under the 10th schedule, that is added by the 52nd constitution amendment that I already talked about. So you have to choose the correct option here. First, second, first, third, second, third, first, second, third. Okay, let's discuss the next question. Next question is about the graded surveillance measure. Sometimes is in news. Consider the following statement. It means that what is the graded surveillance measure that are taken by the number first thing SEBI. SEBI is implied these things. Why it be so? SEBI is doing these things because if the situation at the market, the stock is not good, or it is suspicious type of things. If you are seeing the I think I don't remember the name of that person. Mehta, Ashok Mehta, I think so. नहीं अशोक मेहता नहीं है. 1992 का जो केस हुआ था, आई फॉरगॉट द नेम ऑफ द यस हर्षद मेहता जो केस हुआ था, उसके रिगार्ड में ग्रेडेड सर्विलेंस मेजर सेबी लेकर आया है. क्यों लेकर आया है? क्योंकि अगर अनसस्पिशियस मार्केट में कुछ देखें तो देन ही कैन इन्फॉर्म देयर इन्वेस्टर्स सो दैट दे कैन नॉट एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इन्वेस्टिंग in the stock market, right? That is the graded surveillance measure. Surveillance करना. If you can disconstruct the whole term here, graded it means that in the phase manner, ठीक है? Or the hierarchies you can be found there. In the surveillance is the spionage and the cautious and the measure taken by the SEBI, and measure to measure ही होते हैं. Okay, let's see the statement here. Is it the introduced by the RBI? Number first statement is like that. Number second, it's objective to alert and protect investor trading in any security showing abnormal price movement. So that okay, so you have to choose the correct option here. In the next question, we are talking about the rat hole mining. Rat hole mining is in news since 2014. Why 2014? Because in Meghalaya there are extraction and the use of the children in the coal tunnel, so that the graded material of the coal can be extracted, and the machinery price of the company can be reduced. So cost of production they wanted to reduce here, but this activity prevalent here, that is not good as such. We at the prima facie we can say, but the economy is such like that because Meghalaya has a huge amount of the coal reserve, and if we wanted to extract it, we use the machinery, but machinery at this stage is not available, or not available because of the funding reason and many other political reason also. Anyway, so with reference to the rat hole mining, I think you can clear now, and you know about this something about the rat hole mining. Okay, in the first statement is given it is a type of mining where long narrow tunnel are dug for mineral extraction. Any mineral, for example any ore of the metal. Number second, coal, known iron metal, or iron, nickel, anything else. It is seen mainly in Meghalaya region. Number third, NGT, Green Tribunal, that are formed in 2010, that by the act of the NGT Act, and it is a tribunal, it is given a type of justice, quasi judicial body is it, has banned the rat hole mining due to environmental concerns. So you have to choose the correct option here also, and the option are given here in front of you. In the next question, we are discussing about the straightforward question. If you are seeing the appendix of the spectrum, you can find these things easily. So you have to learn, or there is nothing like that. Okay, what is the contribution and what is the things happened during the war on Hastings? So you have to tell it about. I think that the time duration of that personality is started from 1809 से start हुआ था. And okay, let's see about the what things are happened at that point of. Is it the Treaty of Srinagarpatnam that happened in 1792? Abolition of a dual system of administration in Bengal, I think 1874, you can say after the 87, no, I'm really sorry, that is not 1774, after the Regulation Act. Number 3, the first Anglo-Maratha War. So you have to tell about the correct statement here. Okay, if you are talking about the pirating stream, that is going to very important. For example, what is the pirating stream? I give you some simple and familiar concept like that. For example, that is the river stream and there is other river stream. Okay, the other river stream capture the whole stream and make the whole stream as like that, right? So the system, the original river are pirated and this river, the rivulet कह सकते हैं, is pirating, right? मतलब the pirating, the whole course of the river is changed by the stream, that is called the pirating stream, and that changes in the whole course of the river is that the pirated stream. Okay, that's a simple English word. Okay, what is the pirating stream? Let us discuss about the statement that we have to given by the reason. Okay, is it the small body of running water which fail to reach an ocean or a sea? It means that the running water that could not reach the ocean, for example Luni river, because it submerges in the Thar desert here only. Okay, number 2, a river which has captured the path of another river stream. Okay, number 3, a river which has more than one source. Number 4, I think I could not give the example, and there is many example also. For example, Ganga also. Ganga has not the originally the Ganga, but when Yamuna and Bhagirathi and other stream are joined, so that is known as the river that has the various sources. Number 4, the river which receive a lot of tributary and split into many distributary. For example, Ganga also. बाद में ये हुगली में टूट जाती है. So you have to choose the correct here. Okay, let's discuss the disqualification from being elected as a member of parliament. So holding office, yes, बिल्कुल है. That is the main condition and that is given in the constitution itself. Number 2, untouched, yes, that also is given in the constitution, and age limit also given. For example, 25 for the Lok Sabha and 30 for the Rajya Sabha, and case of the president it is the 25 year, and if we are talking about the Panchayati Raj Institute, that is 21. Number 3, defection under the 10th schedule. Yes, that is added by the constitutional amendment, so that also be the correct. Let's see. Under the constitution that are given. Okay, I talk about the 105. No, it is the 102. As a person shall be disqualified from being elected as a member of parliament. Number 1, if it hold any office of profit under the union government or the state government, except let a minister or any other. Okay. Number 2, if he or she is unsound mind, if he or she unsound mind, so that how they can formulate the laws. Number 2 thing. Number 3, if it is the undischarged solvent, it means that the insolvency charges has upon him. Number 3, if he is not a citizen of India or has voluntarily acquired the citizen of a foreign country, so that the membership or the citizenship of our country is snatched it. Number 5, if he is so disqualified under any law made by the parliament, for example Representation of People Act of 1951, like that type of act, the constitution also lays down that a person shall be disqualified from being a member of parliament if so disqualified as per the 10th schedule. So the all options are correct here. So it is the repetition of the things. Okay, next question. Graded surveillance. I already told about that is not the RBI, that is the SEBI. Yes, it is objective to alert and protect the investor trading in a security showing abnormal price movement. Okay, let's second is the correct option here. SEBI introduced the graded surveillance to keep in a tab on a security that witnesses abnormal price rise, so that any cautious things can be formulated in the system, in the stock market specifically. If we are talking about the statement 2, it is aligned the principle behind the graded surveillance framework to alert and that the same repetition of the statement here. In the next question, if we are talking about the rat hole mine, all 3 are correct. Let's see the discussion here. First and second are correct because in Meghalaya there are large deposits of coal in the Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hill. And the coal mining in this region is done by the individual family member in the form of the long tunnel known as the rat hole mining in the most of the tribal area. In 2014, NGT banned the rat hole mining in Meghalaya, citing the environmental concern, the traditional and scientific mining that are done by and that is employed the children specifically because they have a very soft body and they flexible in going if a person go if a child go in that rat hole mining. Okay, if you are talking about the things about Warren Hastings tenure. So the Treaty of Srinagar, that is not happened at that point of time. Abolition of dual system, yes, that is also correct. First Anglo-Maratha, that will be the correct. The second and third are correct. The first is not correct because Treaty of Srinagar, also called the Srinagar, signed in the 1792. It is signed. It is the first third Anglo-Mysore War. It is the resultant of the Anglo-Mysore War. It is the resultant of third Anglo-Mysore War. The signatory is Lord Cornwallis, not the Hastings. If you are talking about the second and third statement, see, it is the so much hard. Okay, second option that are given here, a violation of a dual system that occurred at the 1774. I already told about. If we are talking about the first Anglo-Maratha War that occurred, that is the 1776, and at the time period of the Warren Hastings. If we are talking about the Warren Hastings, it is de facto Governor General that started his tenure in 1772 to 1785, and the condition of the company is not good at that point of time because it faced the bankruptcy at that point of time, and so it has a major reform that has to be taken. Number first thing. Number second thing, he required money so that by doing these things, for example, taking the land from these big princely state so that it can be used for the bankruptcy things. Okay, we are talking about the pirating scheme. I already told about if a river is that other river is capturing the path of that river, and that river that captured the path of the river is known as the pirating river. The stream which has captured the path of another stream, so that is known as the pirating river. The natural diversion of the headwater the example can be seen here. The river which flow. Okay, the natural diversion of headwater of one stream into channel of another typically. So yeah, I already told it about, right? Okay, let's discuss the current affair quiz of the 2020 of the Insight. That is, I think, 9th November ka hai. Okay, in the first question, we are discussing about the Earth observation satellite. See, the whole logic of this type of question that I used to it, that the all are the correct, because science and technology has a wide spread of the application, so that is solve all the problem. For example, if you are seeing the UPSC 2020 paper, it is very much for seeing in that paper that all the above should be the correct if you are going to be doing the science and tech portion. Okay, first, second, third, fourth are correct, so I am not going to the explanation also. Okay, next is the CBI. About the CBI is under the Ministry of Personnel. Number first statement, if you are talking about the CBI Act, CBI take the power of the 1946 Act, in which the Special Delhi Regulation Act, I think 1946, that they are taking the power. Number first thing. Number second thing, earlier it is under the MHA, Ministry of Home Affairs, but in I think 1964, after the making of the CVC, it going into the Ministry of Personnel Training. Number second thing. Number third thing. Okay, in the next question, okay, second statement that we are talking about the CBI is not purview from the purview of the right to information. It means that CBI exempted, the whole activity of the CBI exempted from the right to information. Is it correct? Number third, CBI is India's officially designated single point of contact for liaison under the Interpol. It means the Interpol, the interconnection, the coordination between our country to the Interpol, that is the international agency for the surveillance at the international level of the policing of the all the countries. So the coordination from our country is going to be held by the CBI. So you have to talk about the correct statement. The next question, what the type of investigation that cases that can be taken by the CBI, that can be taken potentially. Now first, the corruption against the public servant. Number second, money laundering and the black money operation. Number third, crime against the espionage, narcotics and banned substances. So you have to tell the correct option here. The next question, we are talking about the function, the concept regarding the eye cells. Eye cells are nothing but the eyes sheet when they become the self. Self, it means that the whole many layers of the ice sheet are collected at one place. It becomes the ice self, right? Okay, regarding ice self is a large floating platform ice plate that form a glacier or ice sheet flow down to the coastline and onto the ocean surface. In the second statement, ice cells are only found in Antarctica. Is it? Number third, ice cell collapses could contribute to the sea level rise. If the ice cells are collapses, so it resulted into sea level rising. It means that the whole water of the sea level is increasing. So you have to choose the correct option here. If you are talking about the next question is about the treaty regarding Antarctica. The first statement, Antarctica Treaty regulates the international relation with respect to Antarctica. It means that the Antarctica Treaty regulated the international relation with respect to Antarctica because there is no human race type of people found there. Number second, for the purpose of the treaty, Antarctica is defined as all the land, all the area of the beyond 60 degree is known as the Antarctica. claim. Number third, the treaty established freedom of scientific investigation and the base military on the continent. Number fourth, Antarctica Earth only continent. Okay, I'm really sorry for that. In the fourth statement, the Antarctica is Earth only continent about where native human population are not found there. Antarctica is the Earth's only continent without a native human population. Is it right? So you have to choose the right option here. If you are talking about the Earth observation satellite, that all are correct. You can see the definition and explanation here. Number second, if you are talking about the CBA function, yes, here that is correct. I already told about. Number third, CBA is not exempted from the right to information. That is wrong. क्योंकि देखो हर एक public authority that are the part of the RTA. Number second is wrong. Third are correct because it is the coordination agency from India, so that it coordinate with the Interpol. Let's see. If you are talking about the CBA function, that what type of function it can take. So all these functions, for example, anti-corruption division, economic offence division, special crime division, it has the many part and it work as per that. Number fourth, if you are talking about the ice shelf is large floating platform for ice that form glacier. That is also correct. Ice shelves are found only in Antarctica. Yes, Antarctica में पाई जाते हैं. That not the part की. तो second is correct, incorrect here. तो first and third are correct. Ice shelf collapses. Yes, that is the case here. So first and third are option are correct. If you are talking about the fifth question, I think Antarctica Treaty regulate international. Yes, that also correct. Number second, for the purpose of the treaty, that is also correct because all the 60-degree angle, 60 degree beyond latitude of the south is considered as Antarctica and Antarctica resource. Number four, the treaty established freedom. Yes, scientific investigation is correct, but military base is wrong. So third is wrong here. Okay, I'm really sorry. अच्छा हाँ यस बैन्स मिलिट्री एक्टिविटी ऑन द कॉन्टिनेंट. यस आई एम रियली सॉरी कि मैंने बैन्स नहीं देखा था. नंबर फोर्थ, एंटार्क्टिका द अर्थ ओनली कॉन्टिनेंट. यस विदाउट अ नेटिव पॉपुलेशन ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन, मतलब यहाँ पे कोई ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन नहीं पाती थी. डेट ऑल्सो द करेक्ट. तो फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ ऑल आर करेक्ट है. इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एंटार्क्टिका ट्रीटी सिस्टम that regulate international relation with the respect to the Antarctica, Earth only continent where the native population cannot found, and this treaty is signed in the 1961 or the signed or the enforced entered into the force into 1961. The treaty sets aside Antarctica as a scientific preserve, established freedom of the scientific investigation, and the ban the military activity on the continent. So that's the main aim here. Let's discuss the जो quiz है that is related to the quiz of the insight. Number first question that is related to the section that we are discussing about the polity. Sorry, which of the following the Indian Constitution reveals the secular character of the Indian state? Okay, in which of the following things the secular character of the Indian state are shown? Number first, the preamble, DPSP, fundamental rights. So you have to choose the correct option here. In the second question that we are discussing about, the Supreme Court has declared the right to decent environment, including the pollution free, as per the Article 21. It means that we have a right on the environmental or the good environmental pollution free environment as per the Article 21. Is it? Number second, Parliament may law provide for the adjudication of any dispute with respect to the use, distribution, and control of water of any interstate river and river valley. It means that the Parliament has the power to adjudicate. It means that they have the power to formulate the laws related to the distribution or control of water of any interstate and river valley. Number third, development of interstate river water supply irrigation canal under the union list. Is it? So you have to told about the correct statement here. If you are talking about the third statement, what are the mandatory provisions of the 73rd and 74th Constitutional Amendment that are added in 1992 by the PV Narasimha Rao government? Number first, regulation direct election to the local body. It means the direct election to the local body. Number second, mandatory reservation of a seat for delegates and advisory in local bodies for a proportion to their share in the population. Number third, setting up the district planning committee that consolidate plans of the rural and urban bodies. Number fourth, setting up the state level election commission and finance commission. So you have to told it about the which is the correct and the mandatory provision of 73rd constitutional amendment. If you are talking about the 73rd constitution related to the Panchayati Raj institution, and in this system 29 subjects are there. If you are talking about the 74th constitutional amendment, in which the 18 subjects are taken, and some of the provision are from both these things mandatory and some are the voluntary, so that the state because these type of amendment taken the consent of the state also. So it is very difficult to provision to consensus based approach is not taken place in this type of the amendment that are the natural or contentious issue of the state government. Number fourth, if you are talking in the fourth question, what is the question? Question R is in news because the question R due to COVID-19 situation, the question R in the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha are taken away. So there is no question R in the now in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. Okay, number first, always the last question of the sitting of the Lok Sabha. Okay, it means that Lok Sabha are the last part of the proceeding in the parliament. Number second, asking the question is an inherent and unfettered parliamentary right of the member. It means that the question can be asked on any things in that question question are. Number 4, sometimes question may lead to the appropriation or appointment of the commission. It means that the inquiry commission can be made here. So you have to tell the correct option here. If you are talking about the fifth and the last question, start question is the oral answer in the given in the supplementary question can be asked. So that the start question, okay. Number second, short notice question involve matter of urgent public importance. Number third, there are no provisions of question are to private members. So you have to tell the correct statement. So let's see the answer here. If you are talking about the secular nature of the state, all three are correct. Preamble में secular is given and that is added by the 42nd Constitution Amendment of in the 1976 DPSP. That is yes also correct. Fundamental right 25 to 28 that even to Article 27 of the Indian Constitution talk about the religion, right to religion, and the secular character of the Indian polity. If you are talking about the secular was added to the preamble of the Indian Constitution by the 42nd Constitution Amendment 1976. Number second, Article 44 of the DPSP, जिसमें uniform civil code, that is the uniformly see all the procedure in that the civil level should be uniform is taken care of the 44 and that depicts the secular nature. The shall not deny to any equality before the law or the equal protection of the Article 14 also 15 16 you can see here. 27 and 28 uphold the value of secularism. And Article 26 denomination or any section shall have the right to make a religious affair. So 25 a person are equally entitled to freedom of conscience and right to profess, practice and propagate any religion as per the Article 25. So 3P you can remember here: progress, practice and propagate. Number 4, second question, if you are talking about Supreme Court. The Supreme Court Article 21 is related to the right to dissent. Yes, that is also correct. Number second, if you are talking about the Parliament may law provide for the adjudication of yes, that is also correct. If you are interstate and intervalley and as per Article 262 is given the power to the Parliament and not power to the Supreme Court to adjudicate this type of regulation in the country. Number 4, development of the interstate river water dispute, that is the part of the state list, so that is not correct. So first and second are correct here. तो ये दोनों options सही है. Right to decent environment including pollution free as per the article, water supply, that is the part of the state list. Okay, mandatory provision of the local body, so all are correct. Regulation of the, it means that the local body's election are should be. In the second statement, mandatory reservation of the Dalit and Adivashi should be given in the proportion of the population. Yes, also be correct. Setting the district planning committee, that is the part of the constitution. You remember this thing, and that is the mandatory provision of the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment. Setting of the state level election committee, that is the part because the democracy and the whole election is dependent upon these things. So first, second, third, fourth are correct. If we are talking about the fourth question, question R, the last hour, no, that is not the last hour, but the earlier, the first hour, 11 to 6 p.m. is the working hour of the Parliament, and with the 11 to 12 is the question hour, 12 to 1 is the, I think, I don't know, and 1 to 2 is the khana unka 0 hour, 8 minutes, yes, 12 to 1 is the 0 hour, and 1 to 2 is the breaking period of these MPs. Okay, the first is the question, so first is incorrect. Number second, asking the question is not inherent and unfettered parliamentary right of the member is an inherent. Yes, that is also the correct. If you are talking sometime question may lead to the appointment of the commission. Yes, that is the question. The second and third are correct here. If you are talking about the fifth question, start question are the, okay, there are three type of question. That is start question in which the oral answer is given by the minister. Unstart question in which the written answer can be given. Number third, एक होता है short notice question in which the earlier question can be asked but the written answer can be and the oral answer can be given to these type of question also. Okay, start question are not called for the oral answer. Yeah, that is not called, that is wrong. Short notice question involve matter of the urgent public importance. Yes, that is the case. There is no provision of question to private member. That is wrong. Incorrect पूछा है तो first and third are incorrect. So D option are correct. You can see the explanation here. Okay, that is the deviation. So by this we are ending this session. Hope you like the video. Thank you.